Hello, everybody, and today I want to talk about Krampus, the movie that came out in 2015. It is officially the fifth year from 5 years ago when it released. So I just wanted to make a quick video about the movie. I watched it in November of Thanksgiving. I actually really liked it. It's the best movie ever, of course, but it's a pretty good Christmas horror movie. I think if you guys are like a fan of like monster movies, you should be a fan of it. Like classic monsters, you might be a fan of it. Honestly, it isn't. I would say it is one of the better Christmas horror movies, but I think Gremlins is better than it. I don't know if Gremlins counts, but it's like a comedy Gremlins mostly. But so is Krampus. It has comedy in it, but it has horror in it as well. So there's like a bunch of stuff to this movie that I have to explain. First off, we got an animatronic from Spirit about this freaking movie, and it's amazing. I have the animatronic in the pictures right here. In the right, you will see a picture of the box of Krampus. It's not the real thing, of course, but yeah, the animatronic is amazing. It's probably the one of the better animatronics we ever got from Spirit, honestly, to me. Um, And again, 5 years does not feel that long. Like it felt like that was released when we moved in, and it felt like we moved in like a year ago, and it's been like 5 years. So that's crazy for how fast that took for this movie to come out. It feels like it was only like freaking 1 year ago, dude, since this was released, but it wasn't because the reason why I'm thinking that is because the freaking thing about this is that I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like it's hard to explain. When I was on YouTube, and it felt like it was 1 year ago when I saw all the ads about this movie. There was a bunch of ads about this movie when the movie was about to release, and it's crazy. This movie was released 2015. That's crazy. I thought that was only like 1 year ago, and yeah. When this movie was about to come out, there was a bunch of ads about it, and then the critics were 66%, but and then a lot of people liked it. Except for the people out there. There's some people out there that weren't a fan of it, which I understand, but I feel like the movie is too good to say that it was. I'm just not a fan of it. I am a fan of it. I like what they're going for. They're going for like a monster type movie, but I don't know. It's not. It's like a modern horror movie that we will usually get, but it's unique for a modern horror movie. Is the thing. It's really unique. Like we never get stuff like it because now we get like stuff like Us and all that. We're sometimes getting movies like Halloween, which is kind of modern because it's like brutal kills, but at the same time it has a unique thing about it. I just feel like Krampus is one of the more unique horror movies that we have ever gotten, and Mike is really just like a unique horror movie person. Like he makes everything unique. Like with Trick or Treat, that was unique to a horror movie. Krampus is unique, and I don't know any other movies that he's directed if it's horror. But yeah, that happened. So I just don't know. I don't know why this is so unique. It just is, basically. So the Krampus animatronic isn't perfect, but it's good enough for what you get. It's $150. That obviously. And the outside, it really looks good. It's really detailed on the outside, and even though the inside is filled with like plastic, metal, cheap speakers, a plug-in, batteries, and LED lights and it, stuff we usually get. But it's just the sculpting and everything makes this prop look like really good. Like even if it's static, it will look perfect. And it really just looks like a movie prop. Like if you had that in your like in just your room and you kind of modded it a little bit with the paint because the paint is so good. But if you just like painted it really good and stuff like that, it would really look good. And also changes the fur because the fur is awful. Um, I mean, it's not awful. It's just not. It's not like bushy like in the movie. Like in the movie, it's like really bushy. It's really like thick fur and stuff like that. And same with the hair on him, like the beard. It needs to be more spread out and it's I think it's too long. I'm not sure. It's not too long because they're trying to hide that mechanism, but I just think it's a little too long. They could have made it like at least like an inch shorter would be good because it's not that long in the movie, but it still doesn't look bad when you actually have it inside your house. So I do, and another thing I recommend with Animal Junk is more chains on him. He has not enough chains. Hey, not enough chains at all. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, he does have the ring and stuff, and the 2 rings. That's how we knew he wasn't gonna be. He was gonna be in spirit by the sneak peek that released. His clothes aren't bad. It's just printed clothes like we usually get with the blood and stuff is printed on there, but the stitching isn't bad. Just like an art style, not bad. So yeah, about the movie. Again, the movie is really unique. I really like it. It came out in 2015, 5 years ago, and it came out on December 4th of 2015. In theaters, I believe. I'm not fully sure. And today, by this releases, it's gonna be done streaming on FX, which FX is gonna be streaming on December 5th as well, I believe, at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm not fully sure, but they're also streaming today, which is going to be after that time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time. But when this releases, it's going to be completely like over. So you're gonna have to wait until December 5th if you haven't seen the movie. And if you guys have Krampus Has Released or you're interested in it and you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie. It's too good. And like, why would you get the animatronic if you have not seen the movie? So yeah, it's okay. Like I'm only watched the trailers. I have not watched the movie at all. So yeah. Um, the Krampus animatronic has bells and everything. It's really cool. The audio is really realistic. It's probably the most realistic audio we have ever gotten so far. Not so far in every animatronic. Like Pennywise is just pretty good, but I feel like Krampus's chain sounds and growling sounds are just so like realistic, like what we like more realistic than what we usually get with like the talking. It just doesn't sound realistic. Like the growling chains just sound so good because it's from the movie. Like all the sounds are from the movie. So, and it says there is realistic chains. They're not. They're not realistic chains at all. I wish that it came with a Krampus bell in it, but they're not gonna do that, of course. But yeah, and there's a lot of mistakes with the clothes that people get where like they don't have like that really cool like slope on his shoulders, and sometimes you have like this big shoulder just hanging out on the other side, which just doesn't look great. I know that has mines too, like I have that for mines too, but the chains kind of hide it, and I added an extra chain, so it kind of hides that. So you don't have to really care about that really, but yeah, it's just crazy how time goes by fast. I don't know why. But in the middle, we got the Krampus sign for spirit art style thing. So yeah. So we have not gotten like really anything about Krampus really. Like nothing about Krampus really. Like no merchandise at all except for spirit stuff. We haven't really got any merchandise besides from Weta themselves, which is a really great company. So yeah. We need to. I mean, Trick or Treat Studios, I believe, made some too for the masks. Yeah, they did because they made the Krampus mask. They made the elves mask, I believe. I don't know which others. Maybe the freaking the Teddy Claw. Maybe I know there was a plush Teddy Claw that I never got yet. So yeah. Uh, so I do wish that Spirit did release like one of the toys from the movies, from the Krampus movie. Like they should have released like something like Teddy Claw at least. Would be kind of cool. Um, another thing that would be cool is probably Um, Probably another thing that would be cool is Dirt Clown, but they're never gonna do that because of how long his body is. It's pretty freaking long. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye guys. So